Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to this Microsoft Virtual Academy online course. And today we're going to take a look at the Microsoft Hybrid Cloud. And we're going to take a quick introduction into that cloud and some of the things that you need to consider when you're thinking about using clouds with your environment today. My name is Matt Hester. I'm a Senior IT Pro Evangelist with Microsoft. You can reach me on my blog at aka.ms/Matt Hester. So what are we going to look at in this particular presentation? We're going to talk about what does it mean to be a hybrid cloud environment? And why is it important? And why now do we look at this? And what are some of the components that are a part of the hybrid cloud? And chances are, folks, you probably already have some of these components deployed in your environments today. And then we'll end with a brief demonstration of some of the great things that we can do inside the actual cloud technologies. So what do we think about? What is a hybrid cloud? Well, really, the cloud represents a huge paradigm shift for us in IT. And really, it's not that big of a difference when you think about it, but it really changes our mindset. I know we're used to having all those servers on premise. We're used to be able to see the lights as they blink. We're used to be able to plug things in and out of our networks, repair hard drives, what they have, and we have all that control. But really, cloud computing has not only changed how we think about IT, it's also gotten us out of that mindset that maybe my servers for a particular type of workload don't need to be on premise. Now, we're not saying that everything has to be moved to the cloud, and that's why we call it a hybrid cloud. It's where you kind of, in a sense, have changed your IT where you kind of have a foot on both sides, and you have the best of both worlds, where you have your on-premise data center and you can leverage resources in the cloud, and maybe leverage resources like storage or networking components or for disaster recovery. Imagine what if you could tell your closest IT friend, hey, I have a branch data center that's 400,000 square foot facility and over 100,000 physical servers. Well, essentially, when you use Windows Azure, that's just one of our many data centers that we have around the world. And we have several mega data centers around the world to help service those needs in really scalable workloads. And we've been doing this business for a while, and I know Brad Anderson on his blogs has really talked a lot about the size and the maturity that we have inside of our data centers. But really, a hybrid cloud essentially is an ability for you to bridge from your on-premise data center to a cloud data center and have them connected and have that full functionality. One of the great things when you look at these types of technologies, it really enables you to help solve problems. I mean, I always joke with the customers that I talk to is what if you were mentioned on a popular TV show like Oprah, for example? Could your front-end web servers handle the possible incoming traffic that you would receive from that just generation of being mentioned on somebody's popularity? And we joke with that, but that's a real possibility. Could you handle that type of traffic? Hybrid clouds can help you kind of get the best of both worlds. And when you look at some of the things, when we think about it from a Microsoft approach, we really want consistency across our clouds. Guess what Windows Azure is built on, folks? It's built on Windows Server. Windows Server 2012, 2012 R2 is at its core. And in a sense, when I think about our public cloud environment, when we offer those Azure resources for you, the consumer, to actually use and leverage, it's really just, what is Azure? It's a big, giant data center that you can connect to. But the nice thing about being consistent is that the operations that we have inside of our cloud and the things that we do with our servers actually make it easier for us to connect with and work with inside of our environments on premise. And that consistent platform really provides a lot of great things for us, not only when we build our applications or when we back up and control this, but Active Directory on premise versus Active Directory in the cloud. It's just Active Directory, folks. It's a matter of how you connect those and work with that. And we'll see that in the demonstration later into this. Hybrid cloud approach really allow us offer you the ability to optimize your IT resources. And really, folks, this depends on your needs. You're going to have certain data that is never ever going to go near the cloud. You're going to have certain policies or regulations or certain secret formulas or whatnot. You have something in your premise that, you know what, I need to protect that. That's my company's lifeblood, or it's very important. But that's probably not everything inside your environment. But that's where you can keep that critical data on premise and then use the cloud to provide maybe scaling resources, compute resources, or storage resources inside of there. And really, at the end of the day, it also allows us to network this giant environment. It's also self-service. This is made to order cloud computing. We don't define how the cloud is for you. You define. And the great thing about, because we're consistent with the operating system levels and how we connect to this, you determine.